Okay, so this is our page we have where we worked yesterday. What we did is we have done some saving the data and listing the data. So how we pick the value? Let us come to the browser. We will create one more component to understand the similar input output. It will be more helpful. Okay, no problem. We can create the next component. Create the next component called hook3.js. Hooks3. Hooks3.js. Hooks3.js. We need to import here React, and along with that one hook function called use state. Next, after that, we can create a function my hook3. How we are following hook3? Okay, I have written here my hook2. Okay, so here my hook3 equal to fat arrow method. Right inside a constant variable, constant call, maybe you can give user list comma update user equal to use state a square bracket with a few default elements. Ramesh, Rajesh. Two value we given inside. After this, these values we will print inside the page. So let's return a division class name as container. Inside the class name container, you will follow a division again, class name row. Under this row, we can follow a division, class name call hyphen lg hyphen 6 offset 3. So it will leave 3 column in the left and 3 column in the right, and it will display total. It will occupy total 6. Now under that 6, H4 total users user list dot length. User list dot length. This is going to print the length of available elements inside your array. Okay, it is going to print the total. Now, after that, create a table. Print inside the table class name, table, table hyphen bord, table hyphen. Remove the hover, let it be only. Next, after that, T head we can follow, TR we can follow, TH we can follow, index number. Next TH will be call full name. Next TH will be called like we can delete the records. For table, if you want, you can apply a shadow class. It will give you little shadow. Empty 3 4 you can apply. From top, little gap will also get applied. Okay, so hope ready. Now come down. T body you can follow. Under the T body, you can print that TR using the map function. User list dot map full name and comma index. Full name comma index. Next here we can write return TR. Under the TR there will be called TD. Inside that index will come. Next name will come. Full name will be here. Next one more TD you will add to display the delete button. Class name, btn btn hyphen danger btn sn also. A small button will come in red color. We'll see how to delete the record as well. Okay, so hope you are ready till here. For the tr, the key property will get applied. Index. So this will be just listing portion. Please add under the routing and sequence your page is loading or not. Table border will come as spelling BORDERED. Spelling need to check once. Okay, so let me show you the import part. Import hook 3, import my hook 3 from hooks3.js file. Hooks I have written. Hooks 3 is the file name. Here I will add again the link called hook 3. Hook 3 is the path made by us. Here hook 3 also I'll give here hook 3. Then I will add a link here called my hook 3. Let us check now, page is loading or not. Localhost 3000. Three books slash 3 does not exist. This is where I created books and books 3 dot this. Okay. Okay. My hook 3 I should export below. Export will happen now. Create file is loading. Correct. Hope your component is loaded. Hook 3. We should be able to add the new record again and delete the existing record. Now before table, we have to create a text field to capture the input. Length we have written. Let's go before length. In this, we can write text center under the call 6 label directly. So complete for the column level, everything will come in center. Now let's go here, add a next paragraph. The P tab, we can add enter box input equal to text. After that, one button save. This button you can apply the bootstrap class, then btn hyphen primary and m3. btn primary and m3. will look like this. You can click on save button, it will come under the list. Message will display on the top, user added successfully. So for this, what we required one variable to take the value. We required one function where the user will click and action will happen. One function we required and one function is we required and one variable we required. So let's come to the script part now. You can write here a constant call new user, comma, pick name. So new user become as a variable where pick name become as a function. Use state become your array destructuring with the initial value as a empty. Okay, so hope you written. After that, you have to write a function called save. Save function. Under the save function, we can call the update user. Through update user, we can pass the new user to user list using that spread operator. 3 times dot array name, comma, new user. It will get added under the list. After adding under the list, we have to display the message also. So for message purpose, we have to create another constant. Const msg pick msg equal to again use state. In some message variable, you can print directly enter username. Default will be message. This will be as a default message. Now default message you can print here in one paragraph. So once we run the page, default will come enter username. Okay, and that is from the image. Okay, ready. What is displaying the message? Enter name. Yes. Next, this function we need to call inside the text box. Okay, and even here we have to update the text box also. So pick name function, not pick name, pick message function we call it. Under the pick name message function, we write new name, new user plus added successfully. Successfully. Okay, so this is like a step by step. First we listed the user, then we created the form. Now from the form we have to take the data. So for that we created a constant call, new user and pick name. Next we want to display a message. So for that we created another constant. Message we displayed here and message we updated here. User we are adding under the user list using the separate operator. Next the text box we have to call here and button click. So let's complete this portion. Now come down, call the function call, pick name for the text box on change. You have to create an instance object the particular function. After that, call the pick name function here, and under the pick name function, you will pass here the value of text box. Okay, this is to take the value. Now on button click, we can write call save function. So easily it will take the value from text box and it will add inside the list. Next level will be to clear the text box and many more. We will be seeing that. Okay, ready? Let us check now. Enter here value call. Let's get added here. Yarani. It's getting added under the list. It's displaying here. Text box also should get clear. So let's complete this and check once if worked well. We can add the next thing. can see how to clear the text box. Okay, able to save the data. Next, we have to clear the text box. So how to clear the text box? We can go here and we can call the pickname function. Since using the pickname function, you are assigning the value to the new user. Same way, using the pickname function only, you are going to reset to text box as a empty. So using the pickname, it reset to empty. New user. Reset to empty to new user. Pickname function. Okay, I hope it's ready. Now come down. You have to call the value for the text box to clear it. So we have to use a property here, value property. Under the value property, we can use the new user. Because new user already become empty. At this place, new user becomes empty. So if you call here new user, definitely it will become clear. So the text box will become clear automatically. So text box will become clear. Value will come under the list. Message will appear on the top. Next work will be how to delete it. Okay, working for how many people? Look at here. We enter the some value and save. Came here saying Alex added. Raj. Save. So get added here saying Raj added successfully. The delete also should work. Delete also should work. When we click on delete, respective record should get deleted and message should come here. Particular deleted successfully and it should get removed from the list. So for delete purpose, you have to write a separate function. Existing function will not work.
हेलो
Hello.
सर, यहाँ पे जब भी मैं कंसोल कर रहा हूँ, जैसे कि मैसेज को ही 6th लाइन के बाद अगर प्रिंट कर रहा हूँ कंसोल डॉट लॉग पे, 2 टाइम्स डिस्प्ले हो रहा है सर मैसेज।
उसका सोल्यूशन नहीं है मेरे पास। उनको पता नहीं है आप कंसोल डॉट लॉग के पीछे क्यों पड़े हो। जब ये रेंडर होता है ना, रेंडर होता है, राइट, रेंडर होता है तो कितना बार वो रेंडर होता है हम भी नहीं बता सकते। आप इंटरनेट से कोई एग्जांपल उठाइए, not only my example from internet, take any running ready-made example and go here, write console or under the return write a statement. You will find it will call many times. Why that is calling many times, I have no idea on that. Okay, check now. Next we'll write a function how to delete. Const delete user equal to delete user equal to, we'll write here called alert index. We can receive here index. You can keep as an array index. Array index. This array index we will call from the button. So first write this function, then come to the HTML part. Hook delete user function is written. Come down below. For button click, you have to call now delete user. We can keep all property in the new line. Here we can write on click equal to call the delete function. Under the delete function, pass the index. Pass the index And check now, it is happening automatically, it's getting call, or on button click is happening. It's getting call on button click, or it's calling without button click.
It's calling without button click.
Hmm.
It's calling without button click.
Calling without button click here automatically. So whenever you call any function under the map with parameter, it will happen like this. So for that, we have a solution that is called bind function. Bind function used to pass the parameter for a function. Now, once we apply the bind function here, see how it will work. Bind. Delete user dot bind. In delete user directly, we are not able to send anything. We are able to send, but it is not under the control of on click. It's not waiting for the click, it's getting fire automatically. Now the bind function will control it. Bind function will prevent from the auto load. Bind function will not allow to call automatically on load. You can check now. On button click alert will happen, but alert will come as an object.
Yeah.
Alert will come as an object. Yeah, alert will come as an object. Now in that object, let me show as well. When I click here, so the object. Reason is bind function needs two parameters. It has one parameter is a fixed parameter that is called this, and then after that comma, and how many you want to send the parameter send. This will not be under the count. This will not come under the count. Count will happen from index. The index is the first parameter that is sent by us. We can send one more parameter here, full name. So now two parameter will go to the delete user function, and that parameter is getting set by bind function. Parameter is getting set by bind function. Parameter is getting set by bind function.
Hello.
Hello.
So, what is the usage of this here?
This refer to the current object. This refer to current object.
Okay.
This refer to the current object. Now when I click here, you can see index is coming 1, 2, 3. So while calling any function with parameter inside the map method, we have to use the bind to set a parameter. While setting a parameter, the bind function required a first parameter that is called this is a default one. Now after that, from here n number of parameter you can pass to this function. This function can receive now index as a first, full name as a second parameter. Then based on need, this is applicable in the class component, functional component, both the places. In Redux, bind will not be required. In Redux, bind will not be required. There directly we can pass the value within the map. But under the class component and function component, both the places inside the map function, if you are calling a function with parameter, bind will be required. Bind need first parameter is a fixed, that is called this. After that, you can pass n number of separated by comma. So we are passing two parameter, index and full name. Now here, index you have received, full name you have not received. You can receive here full name. name and index both will come. Now at this place we have to use a function called a splice function. User list dot splice. After doing a splice, it should be array index comma 1, array index comma 1. After that, it's a delete from the array, but it will not update under the state. It will delete from array, but not update under state. Now we have to call again same function, update user, and under the update user you need to update the remaining element under the state using the second parameter, where second parameter will not come under the spread operator, only one will be called list. What is happening here? Remaining elements should update under state after delete. So remaining element, whichever the elements are available under the user list, we are updating under the list again. Then again you have to generate a message, name plus deleted successfully. Deleted name plus deleted successfully. So what it will do, under the name particular value is coming, maybe particular Alex, whichever you are deleting, it will display a message particular one deleted successfully from the list. Next check once it's getting deleted or not. So I'll delete the Rajesh. It says Rajesh deleted. Ramesh deleted, particular deleted. When we go here, save successfully, BBV, save successfully, CCC, save successfully. So binding part is happening now. You are able to send and you are able to receive. Okay, hope delete happen. Save happen, delete happen. So this is the matter of practice again. We have to practice little, then it will be much helpful. So 3-4 points are there that we need to remember. Number one, how to get the value of text box, how to pass the parameter to a function, using the map, bind function you can use, a number of parameter you can pass. Next, after that, when you receive the value here, it's like a array dot splice function only, but again after doing the splice, you have to update the remaining element inside the array, then only the re-render will happen. If you will not update the remaining element, re-render will not happen. After deleting the record, it should get reload. After deleting the record, it should get reload. That reload must happen. For that, we require that updating under the state. Once you update the value under the state, the return statement will call again automatically. Once we update the value under the state, return function will call automatically, and it will change the value of updated value under the. Okay, so write anything, any problem? Shall I share this code? Only one person has replied working, remaining no any answer. Okay, I share the JS code. After that, see, this example was covered yesterday. I have repeated again so that you will be aware of yes how the flow is happening. Same thing, complete with the preview how the value is coming. When you click how it's happened, it was created, but again I repeated so that it will be double practice for you. Okay, next work will be playing around the multiple records, multiple objects. Now as of now you are playing with the only one name. Now how to take multiple values and display inside the page. Okay, that will be the next example. So that is a basic understanding where you can play with the React state, send the value, receive the value, send the value, receive the value. Okay, if work, then go ahead and let's create the next file. Next file we can create hook4.js will be based on multi-dimensional array. Hook4.js use this statement to call the app. We required one function called myhook4. Next, inside you will create a variable called temp. The temp variable equal to under the temp variable we can use your name, mobile, age, education. Okay, Next, after that, we will keep this user 3 times. This is why we copied 3 times. We are going to create a multi-dimensional array where this will be as a default array, default element, alex1, alex2, alex3, years, 40 years, 50 years, MCA, CA, BA, MSc. Now we'll create one we'll create a state here, user list again, comma, update user equal to user state. Under the user state, we will pass this array temp emp. Here we can't write so many lines, so I created separate and called here. Below now, we will be creating 2 sections under the return, 3-9 combination, class name container, next division, class name row, next division, class name, call lg3 as a form, call lg3 for the input box and call lg9 for the display data, 3 and 9. At last, export will come. What is that? My code. Okay, so in the 3 we'll have a input area and in the 9 we'll have a display area. Come to the 9. Under the 9 we can write text center. So everything will print in the middle. Okay, next after that we can write inside the H3 available users. Available users user list dot length. User list dot length. Now at this place, we can create a table in the right hand side. Length. From previous page, we can copy the table part. Table head portion you can copy and you can keep here. From previous page, table head portion you can copy and you can keep here. Table head portion we can copy and we can paste here. Serial number, full name, mobile number, age and education. Yes. And one more TH. Education. So this all will be the fields, and one more will be called TH action. Class name busy light, text and icon primary. You can call this file in routing, and under the T body you can display the list of user. Under the T body you can display the list of users. Under the T body you can display the list of users. That is name, mobile, age and education. And after that, this file you can call under the routing app.js file. You can call under the routing app.js file. It will give you a layout where 3 will be empty. Your data will appear in the right side under the 9. So hope list is possible. You can try the list from your side. Okay, then I will share some photos in your WhatsApp as an assignment. Hope you can try that as a single dimensional array. Some assignment I will share in your WhatsApp. A photo I will share with some description. You can try that in the single dimensional array using the React. And again, this multi-dimensional array will complete. Then we'll go for the next level, props and all. But this practice will be required because see the code in the hook 3 file, you don't have much code. This code is looking more because of bootstrap. Because of bootstrap, the code is looking more. Okay, the JavaScript code is this much only. One is to pick the value function, to pick the value to display the message. Here one is to save the data, another one is to delete the data. This is for the listing purpose. If you repeat twice, thrice similar example, you will get complete exposure on that. You will have very good idea, okay, how the flow is happening. The internal flow will come in mind if you are doing twice, thrice. So hope you can try that. Single dimensional array, multi-dimensional array. Listing part is for you now. Under the T body, you can display the list of these names. user list dot map you can run here and display the list of users. Remaining will guide you tomorrow again. Yesterday video some I don't know was trying to upload, but YouTube was not accepting.